Welcome. This is a tutorial of how to navigate your Season 11 SOLOQ Stats in this Google Sheets page. So the first thing you want to do is to create a Riot developer account by logging into the Riot developer page. So how you do that is you just look up, let's say, Riot developer, and then it should be the first link. You can just click it. You want to log in. So this will just be your login information that you would use for League. If you were to log into League or to Valorant or whatever other game, it's the same login and password. So I'm just going to do that. And then after you do that, you have to get a development API key. So mine's expired. So the one that they give you from here is valid for 24 hours once you renew it. So once that key expires, you have to go in and do this again and get a new key. The only time that you wouldn't have to do that is if you have an upgraded API key, which you have to register a product for, so don't worry about that. So how you do that is you would just click I'm not a robot, and then I regenerate my API key. Cool. Things to note is that the rate limits are 20 requests every 1 second or 200 requests every 2 minutes. So sometimes when you update your information in your Excel sheet, that you would be limited to the number of requests you can make. So you would have to, if you have a lot of matches to update, then you have to do it multiple times. So what I'm going to do this is I'm just gonna press copy that, and paste this into my Season 11 SOLOQ Stats. So how I would do that is I would go here on the top tab. There is a drop down for admin, so just click admin, and then press update API key. So it asks you the first time you do this is to authorize it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to click allow. And there we go. So now I can click this, update API key, and then I'm just going to paste this into here. And once you do that, you can press OK, and you should be good to go. So let's say I want to look up my stats for my Smurf account. So let's go add summoner. My summoner name is going to be MK. So I added 61 new matches. So that would be plugged into this sheet here. So the first column would be my summoner name, the summoner name, and then the game ID, and then if it's been populated or not. So in this case, false means it hasn't been populated or hasn't been um, dragged into the information hasn't been pulled from those accounts from that game ID yet. So how I would do that is I would go to admin again, click update matches. It says if a bad gateway error, please try again. If rate limit error, please wait 2 minutes before trying again. That again refers to the rates limit according to your API key. So if it doesn't complete or if there's an error, then just wait 2 minutes and just run it again. So I'll press OK. It's running my script, so it is automatically pulling all of the matches. All 60 was trying to pull all 61 of the games that I played on this account. And it'll do that. So while it's doing that, it'll take some time. So the faster your computer, the faster it gets done. Self-explanatory. So the first 10 columns, first 11 columns, don't touch them because it's just a filler column for just information that's like formulas. So I have multiple columns with different colors. So the ones that are colored are ones that, okay, so the valid API key, it just means, runtime error. So we will click it again after 2 minutes. So the ones with highlighted colors blue and purple, if you want the information because it's a formula from calculated from your information. So damage per minute would be your total damage dealt divided by the time in the game. So Riot API doesn't calculate that for you. So if you want the information, you just go ahead, click the column or click the cell, the last cell, and then you can just drag it down like that. And you can do that for the rest of the matches or the rest of them as well. You don't have to do it for this column here. Fantasy score is just really nothing important, but if you're interested in wanting me to calculate that let me know. So there's different things that will be calculated or will be pulled from Riot API for each of your matches. For me, I have pulled every single data point that is available from the API. So we have things like the game version. So that would be the patch version, right? So 10.3, 10.13, 10.25, etc. And then your uh, your which side you're on, the names of the people in your games, your champion ID, which you can calculate your champion name, your roles, your summoner spells, your if you won, lost items. We have kills, deaths, assists, and so on. You can just take a look yourself. Um, I think that is about it of how you want to navigate this. I could, uh, I'll write a thing, information sheet at the beginning in case you forget. Let me know if there are any other questions. You can DM me on Discord, Riteria number 1618. And the next tutorial will be about how to use pivot tables to get information from all of this data.